department and making those changes to that as opposed, because here's the issue that I have, is that I pick this up and I can't tell what it is that you're looking to add or subtract from the draft policy that we sent over.
Again, we have a draft policy. There was just too many unanswered questions because we don't have where it's going to be stored, how it's going to be saved. Are you going to use evidence.com, or are you going to use your own servers? How's it going to be uploaded? All those are things, we have to combine both policies. But that was just kind of I know that there's this emphasis to get this done quickly with the BWC. So we just kind of, we're trying to combine them, and we didn't have it done. I mean, it's there, but we don't want to present it yet because we don't have the answers to how this is going to be. We want to talk about it and get in here and find out all the minutia of how this is going to be implemented, so that we can actually come up with a policy or an article.
So you all didn't sit down and talk about this one?
Vaguely.
We requested this to be bargained for. We wanted to bargain for it because we wanted it in the contract. So we didn't want to get in trouble for bargaining for it in a policy meeting in the shade. That's all.
Okay.
If that makes any sense to you.
I understand where you're coming from. All right. I appreciate the explanation.
And contrary to popular belief, the union actually supports the block cameras. So,
No, I haven't heard it.
okay, so
I haven't heard anything to the contrary.
we don't want to block the implementation. We just want, like I said, we just want some protections in there.
I think we could get this hashed out via like our little Ezra conference room. If we could invite Greg to one of our management meetings, I don't know if that's allowed or not, but we could probably get this policy done, you know, in an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, where we got a lot of the literature we're done with, as long as that side agrees to it.
We just didn't want to get in trouble for, you know.
Let us talk about it.
Yes. And the lieutenant's union should probably be there as well.
You all get along? Or we have to keep you separated?
So far. I mean, we invited their business agent.
There you go. Okay, so is that everything that you have for us today?
I think, Matt, is that everything?
Yes.
Yes.
So, we've been asking about PAT tests for a while.
I'm sorry, what was that?
The PAT test that we do.
Oh, okay. Physical.
Right, so when we asked for the county policy, we were told that it wasn't, it was a revision thing, correct? It's our revision, and it's a form that they sign, they start saying they'll do it annually. Is that something that needs to be changed internally, that we can do internally? Because we asked in the meeting, and Board of Business said we're going to get for negotiations. Or is that something that needs to be negotiated here if we want to change it?
So it sounds like you're saying that they're currently using an outside testing?
No, for PAT testing, we just wanted to have just be for hiring only. We don't want it to be annual. We feel like that would get more people in and keep more people. And that's one of the things that will help with staffing. But we can't change it because we don't know if we have to change it here or in-house. Because we're kind of in limbo on that.
And you would still have the right to do the fitness for duty test if somebody, I say, you know, couldn't walk to the station. Then evidently you'd have to do a fitness for duty test.
So are you all saying that we're losing people because we do an annual PAT?
Yes.
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 These are the guys that run it, 100%.
Usually they're older guys. Because right now, I think, isn't it grandfathered in, those who you get were hired for a certain date, only have to do it when you get hired. So you got two different tiers of.
And like some, I know surrounding counties just do it for hiring, which, you know, we did lose a couple guys to someone if they didn't want to run it anymore.
Unless you want to make the captains do it, then it's okay.
Okay. We'll consider that proposal.
Okay, really, it has to be filmed though.
Okay. Anything else from your side?
No, I think we're good on.
All right, well, we have a wage proposal, Article 18 proposal for you.
Are they all the same copy?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They're multiple.
Okay. That's it.
Like from KinderCare.
All right, so let me walk you through our proposal. In Article 1801, what we're proposing is to give all bargaining employees $1.50 hour increase to their base, and then placed in the next closest level on the pay matrix. And those are the three pay matrices that we give corrections officer, senior correction officer, and sergeant. So if the $1.50 takes you in between the level, then your salary goes up to the next level. So we round up, not down. As far as the matrices go, we're proposing the corrections officer start at $22.82. So that annualizes out to $50,885, not including the built-in overtime. So there's the additional half-time that would go on top of that. So we're just, want to make sure that everybody knows this is just the base and the built-in
So it's an
overtime.
84-hour straight time?
No, it's 85.75.
Okay, 87, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they get paid on 80.
It's just not including the time. Okay.
Right, it just doesn't include the additional halftime. So
Okay.
if you do your 85.75, then right now you have 3.75 hours of built-in overtime. And so we're paying the straight time, it's that additional halftime
Okay.
on that amount that's not included in this calculation.
Okay.
And actually maybe something that we want to include in there for the purpose of advertising and recruiting.
Okay.
You know, I think you're pretty familiar with the corrections market. Getting us up to that 5885 puts us in line with Seminole County, Orange County. Brevard is at 48, starts at 48, and I believe Flagler starts at 51. So basically, right there, we've come a long way from the first time we sat down, where we were talking about trying to get everybody up to those levels, to the point where, fortunately, now we're in a position where we can say, yeah, we can bring you up to those same levels. You know, and keep in mind is that in the other comparator agencies, the overtime threshold is higher than what you currently have. that's probably why we might want to advertise that additional amount. And so with respect to what happens in the second and third year of the contract in 18.02, it was my understanding that the union was interested in what we did in the prior contract. So 18.02 is basically what we did in the fire contract.
Can you explain the level breakdown for that one?
When you say level breakdown, I mean, basically, if there's a general pay increase for the county employees, you all automatically move up a level.
So if you were on level 4, you would go to level 5.
So if this is your base, that's what you're saying, you go up?
Right.
Okay, that's what.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And the levels aren't based on years.
Correct. They're not.
That's what we were
And
trying to
then
figure out.
across the board in 24 is $1, and your level's not $1, you would get $1.
Where's the dollar?
You're saying for fiscal year 2024-25,
Right.
if a general employee is given an across the board penny general wage increase, bargaining employee will receive a level up increase on the 3 pay matrix effective the first full pay period of the respective years, the same given number.
I'm sure it should be more.
So these pay rates are only 2% difference between levels.
That is 2% between them. Are we ready to move on to the next article?
Yes.
Whatever your current salary is, I think you would go to the higher level.
So the general employee, 3%, and we still only 2%?
Yep.
So,
We'll do this in the caucus.
Somebody.
Yeah, somebody's, okay.
right, but I mean, like right now.
Somebody that's watching, that's saying,
It's
hey,
not that much.
Matt, you need to.
No, that's my partner, probably want to put this card.
Oh, there you go.
Or is it gonna vote?
So Article 14, the change that we're proposing is to 1405, and what we're proposing is that we follow the merit system rules and regulations regarding holidays. If a holiday occurs on the employees, when the employee's on personal leave or bereavement, it's not charged against their leave. Then in that case, it's not counted for the purpose of the overtime calculation. So obviously, based on our proposal, we're not interested in changing the overtime threshold down to 80. We believe that what you have is already more advantageous than most corrections agencies. And we're really not looking to, add on to what we did last time with respect to what counts as hours worked for overtime. I thought we struck a pretty nice compromise with respect to adding in that 14 calendar day rule. And so we would prefer to leave Article 14 as is with respect
Oh, I got one for 1405.
Sure.
Call it the Miller Rule. If you have a holiday fall within your leave time, do you still need to request that off? I understand you're not going to be billed vacation time for it. You'll get holiday pay. Can you be mandated, or do you need to take that day off as requested day off? So Thanksgiving is a Wednesday, Thursday. He takes off Tuesday, Wednesday, but he's actually off Wednesday, Thursday. Can he be mandated for that Wednesday, Thursday? Does he need to take off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then you just get paid holiday pay? But the whole purpose is not to get mandated on the holiday. That's why they're,
Currently, if you're
Yes.
off in a pay
okay, so
period,
that's
you
good.
don't get
Yes.
hit.
What happened to you though, Matt?
He volunteered to work over.
Because with our new thing, we can volunteer during the pay period, so this is something that we just hadn't done before.
Okay, all right, got it. Never mind, my confusion. All right, we're ready for